Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Module 2, week number 2. As you know, our weeks run from Monday to Sunday. So for those that are still working on week 1 materials, don't worry. You have all Saturday and you have all Sunday. Week number 2 starts on July 14th. And this video will go through just what I'm looking for as far as the to-do for this week. I'll introduce a couple of topics. I will give you an example of really what I'm looking for in the discussion forum. And once again, I said it in the week 1 summary video. Thank you for your due diligence. If you have not gotten all of the work completed for week number 1, you still have a couple of days to do that. So thank you, everybody. So to get us going, there's 2 videos this week. Week 1 recap video, which will be posted by noon today. And then we have the week 2 overview and to-do video, which I am recording at this point. My goal is to keep it under 15 minutes. So during week number 2, this is the to-do list. Read chapters 3 and then watch the 2 videos, meaning the 2 up here by me, and the 3 videos by Jeff Beaudry. Now, each one of these videos, I'll come down here. This is the one that was last week. This really gets into an overview of the course, the topics, the flow. I posted it last week, but it's important enough that everybody takes a look at it. And once again, this is, if you look at this course and you think about this course as not a research course, meaning we are not going to be conducting research, but really what it is, it's all about information and research literacy. What is research? What types of research are there? Meaning we have qualitative, we have quantitative, we have mixed methods, we have single subject, etc. So each one of these are detailed in a pretty clear fashion in Jeff's number 1 video here. Next one, research literacy, qualitative research. In this course, some professors do it differently, but I start with the qualitative research. This is about qualitative research and the types of qualitative research. As you can see, this is the big umbrella for qualitative research. We have case studies, ethnography, narrative studies, text analysis, and under the text analysis you have 2 different types of analysis. One thing I would like to stress is that I would like you in all of the materials to be as clear and take a stab at what type of research it is. At the beginning of the course, I'm fine if you can say this is qualitative research. I am not sure if this is just, say, ethnography or a case study. Be honest with it. I'm looking for clear, concise, simple writing, as simple as you can. And once again, there are many different variations of qualitative research, and I would prefer that you are just be upfront about it. And if you can just get it into, as we move forward, qualitative, quantitative, or mixed methods at that level, that's good. But if you can take it further, that's even better. Next video is really additional information on qualitative research. So as you can see, we are really entering the world of qualitative research, and qualitative research, the data, if you remember, is not numbers. It's really just words, themes, ideas. If you do a text analysis, once again, you're looking for patterns. You're looking for, if the word exemplary is mentioned all the time, that would be something that you would highlight. So those are the videos. I'd also like you to, this was posted in week number 1, take a look at these links, specifically how to locate primary source studies right here. This is, and I say this is an excellent primary source research. How do you do it? This video was produced by the Glickman Library research staff. It's excellent. And I also want to just say at this point, this link here is not working. I have the learning designers working on it. I have Glickman Library. There are different ways that you can get to the databases And probably the easiest thing is you come up here, you have, different, come into resource, the settings. You can see down here is the library. You click on the library. It will take you, I'll show you. You click on that. Databases. You can do a couple of things. If you know what the database is, it takes you to academic. Well, let me hit the source. So right in here, academic search complete. This one is one I would recommend. It's useful. It's a great comprehensive database where you can go in. I'm going to come in here. Chugging away. Come on. Okay, so these sections are, you can put in your keywords in here. There's a couple of things that I like to do. One of them is do a full text peer review. You can play around with this publication type. Click on that. You can see the different types. And under publications types, primary source document. It doesn't guarantee it, but it's a good shot. So I like the full text because usually not usually, if you can get the full text, you're golden. You can actually use that. Primary source document is something that I would check all the time, put in your keywords, and then hit search. So once again, coming to the information on week number 2. Come down here. This explains kind of some methodology also with the keywords. So please take a look at that video. You can access the libraries from our site, go to the databases, and then you can do your searching on your topic. There's a qualitative research article I'd like everybody to read, and I look at my own forest and fields in a different way, and here's the link to it. And why don't and there's also a checklist for how do you even evaluate a qualitative studies, and in there's things like robust, rich language, etc. So I'm going to click on this. Come in here. So here's the article, and I do want to point out a couple of things in the article. The first thing is the abstract. Now in week number 1, I asked everybody to read and post your thoughts, or respond to the bullets and post them in the discussion post. But one thing that I wanted to point out right away is, I highlighted a couple of things in here, and the first one is, how do you even know if a study is a primary source document? And there's keywords. So right here, they give some evidence about the positive effect on people, mental illness, getting outside. So introduction right here, this study is part of a larger study. That's a clue for me right out of the chute that this is truly a primary source document. This study, that's what it says. You wouldn't find that in a secondary source. A secondary source may say something like, this report or this article summarizes research that others have conducted on the subject of nature-based therapy. Background. Right here. What's the background? This is where the literature review is. The aim of this study. Boom, right there. And these are key areas you're always looking for in each one of a primary source document. The method. What were the methods involved with this study? Participants. This is the end. Who were the participants? How did they collect the data, etc.? Findings. How did they do the analysis? Everything is in here. So if you get an article, one of your 6 articles, and you can't find any of these, chances are you are not going to be, it probably is a secondary source. So let me get back to where we were. Let me update that so I don't mess that up. So that's the discussion post, and I'll show you that just in a little more detail. So read that. Please select a research article and start doing some searching on your research article. The article capture assignment is due not this week, it's due the following week on the 23rd, and I may push this off to the 24th or 25th, but for now, please just consider it due on the 23rd. And then I do want to mention, while I have everybody's ear, on the Wednesday, July 16th, 6:30, I'm going to offer another video or another live Zoom session. For those that can make it, that's great. For those that can't, that's no problem at all. I will record the Zoom session, then post it the next day. And at this point, I'd like to spend a good part of that particular meeting, and I'll answer any other questions that people have. I'd like to spend that on the upcoming article capture assignment. And that will be the focus of the meeting. So this is basically a week. The meeting is a week before that assignment is due, which should give you plenty of time. And as a refresher, what this is, you develop a topic, you decide on the topic, and then you start doing a search for actual references. You are going to need 6 different primary source documents, and what you do is you put them in the form, and I'll show you that in a minute. So here's the actual discussion forum. Here are the prompts. Read the entire article. The purpose, discuss collaboratively. And I mean that, so if you can get this done by Wednesday and discuss it with other people, that would be great. So at least 2, maybe 3 comments post to other people's. So what are you doing? Once again, using this somewhat similar format, what I would do if I was you, I'd copy and paste this into a Word document, or you could do it directly into the discussion forum. What is the purpose of the design of this article? What's the sample and sampling? How did they collect the data? How did they do the analysis? You do not need to write paragraphs. My goal for everybody in this class is, at least for this course, to learn how to write very succinctly, clearly, without a lot of fluff. This is truly one of those discussion posts that I'm looking for clarity, simplicity, but accuracy also. And I say, please do your post by Wednesday of this week, and then a couple 3 by the end of the week. Article capture assignment, once again, this is not due till the 23rd, and this will be the focus of the upcoming Zoom meeting on Wednesday. And what I do want to show you is just one thing. I'm going to click on this. Article capture assignment, article capture form, right here. Come on. Okay, so here's the article capture form. So you do not need to be an expert into your particular 6 articles. But what the article capture assignment is about is, once again, simplicity. Here's the sheet that you will use, your name, and I also would like you to, in here someplace, put your topic. So here's article 1. What was the author's name? You put it in there. The date it was published, the title of the article, where did you find it, what journal, volume if that's available, issue, pages, access date, and database. So it could be Academic Search Complete as the database. I'd like you to format your particular reference in using an APA citation, and here is the actual way that you do that. And then down here is an actual, this isn't this is not this is not the article that everybody is reading this week, but it will give you an idea. So one thing that I'd suggest you do is do your citation here and then clean up these. Just, you can come in here and you can delete those, etc. There is a APA guide for you to take a look at, but this is the guide that I'm looking for. And then I'd like you to provide a 3 to 5 sentence summary of the article. And then the big kicker here is I want to make sure, please be clear, one sentence about how you know this is a primary source article. So that's it. So we have article, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Save that, and then you send it to me. And in the assignment, I would like to see if you could send me a link, that'd be great. But if not, I can find these very quickly. But you'll probably have them saved as a PDF somewhere on your computer. So that is it for me. I want to thank everybody once again for all of the hard work that you've done so far in week number 1. Week number 2 is a continuation of week number 1. We're building on it, and next week we will dig into qualitative research a little bit more, but we'll take it 1 week at a time. And once again, if you can make the Zoom video on Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, which is the 16th at 6:30, that'd be great. If not, no problem. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you online. Bye.